Calling these drugs miracles isn't just wrong, it could be putting pets at risk. I am always appalled by individuals that promote Librela or Solensia as wonder drug. This very statement shouts ill-informed, unable to think for themselves. No research has been done. Instead, happy to spread this lie, thus placing more beloved pets in harm's way. Once injected, Librela does its damage. It blocks a vital pain receptor. This is extremely detrimental to your pet, and the body can no longer warn the pet. Instead of promoting these deadly drugs, please do your own in-depth research or shut up. When your argument does not stand up to scrutiny, it's glaringly obvious you don't understand the topic. From a scientific and pharmacological perspective, the characterization of monoclonal antibody therapies, such as Librela, Vetmab, and Solensia, frunevetmab, as wonder drugs, warrants critical examination. These biologics function by targeting nerve growth factor, NGF, a key mediator in nociceptive signaling pathways. By binding to NGF, they inhibit its interaction with receptors involved in pain transmission, thereby reducing the perception of pain associated with osteoarthritis. However, pain is not merely a symptom to be suppressed. It serves an essential physiological role as a protective mechanism. Nociception alerts an organism to tissue damage or mechanical stress, prompting behavioral adaptations that prevent further injury. Interfering with this pathway at a molecular level raises legitimate concerns about whether animals may continue to use compromised joints or tissues beyond safe limits, potentially exacerbating underlying pathology. The long-term systemic effects of sustained NGF inhibition remain an area of ongoing investigation. While clinical trials have demonstrated efficacy in pain reduction, questions persist regarding the balance between symptomatic relief and functional risk. Biological complexity demands that therapeutic interventions be evaluated not only for immediate outcomes but also for downstream consequences that may not be immediately observable. Furthermore, the dissemination of simplified or exaggerated claims, particularly labeling such treatments as universally beneficial, can contribute to a misunderstanding of both their mechanism and their limitations. Scientific rigor requires careful interpretation of available evidence, acknowledgement of uncertainties, and avoidance of absolute conclusions in areas where data is still evolving. In this context, it is essential that discussions surrounding these therapies be grounded in evidence-based analysis rather than repetition of unverified claims. Critical evaluation, familiarity with primary research, and an understanding of physiological principles are necessary to engage meaningfully with the topic.